Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Got a little quote today for you. It is Wednesday, the 27th of January, 2021. We are nearly through January already. Can you believe it? Has it been the slowest month or has it been a quick month for you? I know a lot of people feel like it's been a very long month because obviously if you're in the UK, we have been in lockdown 3.0. So let me know how your January has been. Has it been a slow one or has it been a quick one? For me, actually, I feel like it's gone quicker than I thought it would do, what with this lockdown. So yeah, which, I mean, I don't want to wish my life away, but I did think that January would drag. So let me know how it's been for you. Have you found January really hard, really long, or has it been all right? And how's your mojo, more importantly, this morning? Let's get this Wednesday started, right? Mine started early doors, reading, writing. Then I went out for a run to get my 3K done. It's 3K every day of January. I'm doing over in the Facebook group. It starts with you. And I did just over 4K this morning. It's still very icy around here. So I struggled for a route. I was running in the actual road a lot of the time, which is quite a busy road because the pavements are too treacherous. So I did 4K instead of, I wanted to do 5, but I just did over 4. So I'm happy about that. How are you starting your Wednesday? I'm trying to write this quote. I should have done this before I went live, shouldn't I? But anyway, doesn't matter. So let me know how your mojo is doing. What is it like with you? Do you have snow like I've had where I am? Or is it all lovely and all good? Do that internal check-in and yeah, go from there really. Right, I've done my banner that I wanted to do. Good morning, good morning. Facebook user, I don't know who you are. Can you click the link so that there's a link that says StreamYard/Facebook or something? Then it allows me to see your face and your name and share it with the world. Well, the other dozen people that are watching and Facebook. So good morning to you. How are you this morning? How is your mojo? Is it 8 and above or is it 6 and below? If you don't know, if you don't watch my lives, I always talk about mojo a lot. It's that inner spark, that thing that lights us, that magic spell that makes us us, right? And it's our responsibility to keep the fire burning and take responsibility for who we are and how we show up in the world. So do a check-in in the morning with yourself, emotionally, mentally, and physically. How are you doing? And then if you're not feeling so great, what can you do to shift it? What can you do to move the needle? I woke up and I felt pretty good. I felt about a 7 out of 10. And I've just had a run. And so I feel even better. Somebody's 8 out of 10. Don't know who you are, but that's brilliant because I think 8 is a sweet spot. 10, I save 10 for those euphoric moments, like, I don't know, when you get an A in your exam, or I don't know, you make a big win in business or something like that. And you're like, you've been trying to get a contract or whatever, and you get it and you've worked so hard to get it, something like that. Hey, Alex, good morning. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you here, and that you're feeling 8 out of 10. So if you're jumping on this morning, let me know how you're feeling. Someone's a 7 out of 10. Why is it I can't see anybody's name this morning? What's going on? Can you just click the links and there should be a link above this video that says to click it to allow StreamYard to use your name, because I want to see who you are, right? Morning, Barbara. I'm good, thanks. I'm about a 7 at the moment, but going to make the day better somehow. Exactly. Take responsibility for it. What can you do? Go for a run, go for a walk, a cycle, do a little Zumba class in your lounge, a little HIIT session. I don't know, roly-polies, put on some music and dance like you don't care. That's what I do. That's always not the last option, but it's always an option to dance like around the room like you don't care. And yeah, like the other day, I put on the song Jerusalem for you. You might have seen it, might have heard it. If you didn't, I might do it again today. You never know. So what do we want to talk about today? Let me know what is on your mind. It's not necessarily what I'm going to bring to the table. It's what you're going to bring to the table. For those of you that are not on Clubhouse, why not? It's an amazing new app. I absolutely love Clubhouse. I'm having to restrict my use of it, though. It's my new addiction. But I will be over on Clubhouse at 9 a.m. this morning. I run a room Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, just like I show up here Monday and Wednesday and Friday. And I'm there 9 a.m. and it's called the Real Life Club. It's just an open discussion. There's no real agenda. We talk about life experiences, our highs, our lows, what's bothering us, or what's good, what's bad, whatever comes up. Monday we kind of like went all over the place, and it was like we were really super high, and then we ended up talking about grief, which is obviously a bit of a challenge. But we were there for like an hour and 45 minutes on Monday. But today the session will be a maximum of 1 hour 15 minutes, as I have to be somewhere at 10:30. So come and join us over there to carry on the discussion. It's audio, so you can be in your pajamas, your pants, or your bikini, whatever you like. Your hair can be a mess. It really doesn't matter. Not like, like if you'd have seen the state of me when I come back from my run, there was no way I could come on like I looked when I came back. Rosy cheeked, I had imprint of my hat on my forehead. My hair was out here. I mean, I know I don't look a huge amount better now, but it was way better than when I got back from my run. And that's the thing with Clubhouse. You don't have any of that shit. You just rock up and it's walk around the house, have the phone in your pocket and chat away. I think that's why a lot of people like it. And there's just some amazing conversations going on over there. So I've been thinking a lot about responsibility and ownership, which is something I talk about a lot anyway. And I've created this, excuse me, I've created, oh gosh, excuse me. I've created, I'm trying to find my banner. I've created, get my words out, a new 6-week online coaching program. And it's not like any of the other things I've done before, Lockdown Unlocked and all those different challenges. It is based on some of the stuff, the majority of the stuff that I do with my one-to-one clients. So it's like a signature online coaching program. Take you from zero to hero. From the darkness to the light. I don't know. But anyway, it is life-changing if you do the work and if you show up 100%. But the first part of that course or that program. Morning, Nikki, by the way. I'm finally on Clubhouse, so we'll try and join you today. I'm 7 out of 10, tired but feeling positive. Awesome. Just a little nudge of the needle and then you're in the 8 zone, which is a real sweet spot. So yeah, come join me at 9 a.m. on Clubhouse. I will ping you in, Nikki. That's when I can ping you and it sends you a notification to come join the room. So yeah, so this course that I've created, and I'm still creating some elements, we start March the 18th. You can go and check it out on my website there. But the first week of that, the first theme of that, the whole course is called It Starts With You, but actually week 1 is It Starts With You, responsibility. And it's all about us taking responsibility and ownership for ourselves and our lives. Our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, and our behaviors, right? We take ownership. And it's not always easy because we want to blame and we want to create excuses. And sometimes we want to even deny what the fuck's going on. And I know that because I've done that, and we're all human and we're all pretty similar at the end of the day. But when you take responsibility and you take ownership of yourself and your life and where you are, you put yourself in the driving seat. Like I said, I know it's not always easy. Good morning, Emily. How are you doing this morning? How is your mojo? So 0, not very good. 10, feeling amazing. 8 is a sweet spot. Like I said, I'm already an 8. Like now I'm chatting away on here. This always gets my energy up. I've been for a run. That improves my energy. I've done a bit of work. I've read, I've written. I've read the Daily Stoic, and I've been for a run all before 8:30. That's a pretty banging start to the day. So yeah, let me know how you're doing. Emily says she's a 6 out of 10, but a coffee will bring me up to an 8. Yeah. Do you know what, Emily? Coffee, my little ritual for having a coffee, my little pod machine and hearing it come out. I love it. It's crazy, isn't it? But it does make me feel good and warm and fuzzy on the inside. So I totally get it. But yeah, using energy creates energy. That's why I went for a run. And do you know what? Sometimes I look out the window and I think, oh, I don't want to run. And I get out of them. The minute I take 1 or 2 first steps, I immediately love it. I'm like, oh, feel so good. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I always do have that feeling like, oh yeah, I love running. I'm going to run until the day I die, or crawl if I can't walk, because who knows how old I'll be. So yeah, about responsibility and ownership. So tonight I'm also doing a Clubhouse room with a guy called Eric, and he does a show on Clubhouse called 9 a.m. in London. Him and his two of his mates, and Eric and I have become friends, which is amazing. Most unlikely friendship you'll probably ever have. Well, no, actually it won't. But you know, he's a teacher actually. Not that that's unlikely, but the people that run 9 a.m. in London is three young black guys, and it's just all positive up vibes. It's all about life. And our experiences, what we love and what we hate, what's good and what's bad. It's such a great show. So if you're on Clubhouse, do check out 9 a.m. in London, but not today because you need to come in my room at 9 a.m. So me and Eric and a lady called Elena, we're doing a Clubhouse tonight. And I think I came up with the title, and it's called, one second, can't even remember the title. I know it's got bed in it, but don't let that put you off. It's an acronym. Here we go. It's called Get Out of Bed, B-E-D, so B.E.D, and the bed stands for blame, excuses, and denial. Get out of blaming, making excuses, and denial. So you need to come to that tonight at 6 o'clock. Oh no, it's 5 o'clock. Oh God, I thought it was 6 o'clock. Need to check my diary. Anyway, come to that at 5 o'clock tonight. It's going to be amazing. But it's all kind of the same stuff. It's about responsibility. It's about ownership. When you take responsibility and ownership, you start looking at where you might be blaming, where you might be making excuses, and where you might be denying shit. Yeah, Emily is saying not as good as the acronym for last night's room. Were you in that room last night, Emily? Yeah, COC. Collaboration over competition. Cock. Yeah, that's another one I came up with. I seem to be coming up. But BED, I can't take responsibility for the blame, excuses, denial one. Somebody else came up with that one. Anyway, and weirdly, like in the Daily Stoic today, there is stuff about responsibility, kind of. And I always like to share a bit of that if some of it resonates with me. And it talks about three distinct areas of life. And it talks about desires and thinking about what we want, about what we want, and what we don't want, what we should be averse to, really. The second part is talking about our impulse to act and our motivations, and are we doing things for the right reasons, to stop and to think and take a breath sometimes. It's very easy for us to quickly react to things, to a comment, to a text, to a phone call, or something someone says, but actually just slow it down. This is something I've had to learn to do, and I'm still learning to do. I'm in training to slow down and take a breath. Breathe into yourself before you respond, before you react. Because sometimes we react really quickly, don't we? And then we might regret what we say or what we do. So that's managing your emotions. It's having emotional agility. And the third area is judgment. And it's our ability to see things clearly and properly. And it comes with, I guess, as the Stoics say, reason. So, and when you put all of that together, and I'll read this from the Stoic, because it's their words, not mine. Our judgment affects what we desire. If you think about that for a minute, it does, right? Our judgment affects what we desire. Our desires affect how we act, which it does. I talk about desires and goals and all of that all the time. What we truly, truly desire, we will act upon once we get clarity with ourselves. Just as our judgment determines how we act. Hang on. Our judgment affects what we desire. Our desires affect how we act, just as our judgment determines how we act. Got it. But we can't just expect this to happen. We must put real thought and energy into each area of our lives. If we do, we will find real clarity and success. And I really liked that this morning about those three areas. And it's just maybe something to think about, to carry forward into your day, and to think about taking responsibility and ownership of your life. Like, if I said to you, I'm going to hand over ownership of your life to, I don't know, Donald Trump. So anyone, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, and they're going to control and tell you what to do and how to do it all the time, and you have to do it. You wouldn't want that. You'd be like, fuck off, Sam, that ain't happening. But actually, in essence, we do allow people to control our lives, to take ownership of what we do. Because when you blame someone else and you hold on to that and you resent them, you are a prisoner to that. And actually that dictates how you go through your life. So someone is almost having an impact on steering your ship, steering you, because you are holding on to that blame and that denial and those excuses. So think about that ownership of yourself and your life, and taking responsibility, and take it back and let go of the blame and the complaining, the excuses and the denial. Now, the easiest person to lie to is yourself. I don't know who came up with that quote, but I do love that. The easiest person to lie to is yourself. I think it's true. We even those thoughts, even some thoughts we pretend don't exist, and we hide even those ones. But when you get really honest with yourself, and not just think about it, write about it, stick it down in a journal, and get all of that emotion and what's really buried out on paper. And when we do that, we really tap into our feelings, and it really helps us grow and become more resilient. If you want to improve the quality of your life, take ownership of your life, take responsibility for your life. And that means learning how to let go and stop blaming and stop making excuses. A little bit of a rant about ownership and responsibility. So OR or RO, responsibility and ownership and responsibility, whatever you want to call it this morning. It's super, super important to impact your life. So this is a little quote that I found about responsibility. Take responsibility is an old quote, obviously, because you're using the word oneself, although very, very posh. Take responsibility for oneself is by definition an act of kindness. And I love that when I read that, because that's what I kind of like bang on about, is like, put yourself in the driving seat of life, right? By taking responsibility for it, taking ownership for it, for what you do, your actions and your behavior. And if you don't like something, then fix it. Take back the power. What can you control? What can you change? What can you fix? And let go of what other people are doing and how they're living their lives. That is none of your business. And it takes it's a process. It's not something that you can just flick the switch and do overnight. You've got to do the work. You're in training. I'm in training. We're probably all in training. And sometimes I slip and I have to question myself. And then I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you say that? Why did you behave like that? Try not to do that again. I won't let that happen again. Deep breath in the moment. Breathe into myself and slow down. Slowing down is the new speeding up. Right. I am going. Own it. Yeah, I don't know who's saying own it, but own it. Absolutely. Own your life. Take responsibility for it. Take ownership for it. You got the contract. It's your contract. It's your life. Go create the one that you want. Don't expect anyone to do it for you. Don't expect anyone to make you happy and to flick your switch. You are the one that's in control. And if you don't feel in control, then it's time to take back control. And I can help you do that, actually, quite frankly. If you come and join my 6-week online coaching program, it is only if you are ready, mind you. It is not for them. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's not a price point that you're just going to chuck money at and just go, yeah, we'll give it a go. It's $695. But it is the work that I do in my one-to-one clients, and it's spread out over 6 weeks. And we have live Zoom sessions, a community group. Go check the link in samadams.com. A pop-up comes up. Go learn more about that. But if you're ready to change your life, ready is the key word here, guys. Ready. Not wanting to, not thinking about it, not flapping in the wind about it. You're ready. You're frustrated, you're stuck, you're not in control, you want more than you currently got, you've got a vision and you can't figure out how to get from A to B, or you can't figure out what your vision is, but you just know that you are meant for more, then this is for you. This is for you. And week 1 is all about responsibility and ownership. It starts with you. Go check that out. If you've got any questions, then do let me know. Send me a DM. Or we can hop on a quick call. Morning, Merrin. It's me owning it today. Yeah, good morning, Merrin. It's lovely to see you here. What is with this bloody people's names not coming up on StreamYard at the moment? No idea. Anyway, I'm going to wish you a happy Wednesday. Remember, it's 27th of January, 2021. This day is non-refundable. It is not coming round again. Take responsibility. Take ownership of it. Go create. Go be happy. Don't blame, don't complain. It is your life, it is your world. Put yourself in the driving seat. I'll see you over on Clubhouse in like 10 minutes for the Real Life Club. And I'll also be live at 7 o'clock for Get Out of Bed, Blaming, Excuses and Denial. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Love you.